Welcome to today's finance series. I am going to be wrapping up my presentation on cost. Today I'll be looking at cost savings. Recall that we've talked about cost avoidance, we've talked about cost cutting, we've talked about cost optimization, and today we're talking about cost savings. Follow me as we go into this round of presentation. Cost savings are the benefits realized from actions that reduce an organization's overall spending, and it directly impacts the bottom line. In a period of soaring inflation, rising interest rates, depreciation of the currency, all this leading to increased cost of doing business, business organizations need to focus on evaluating and addressing their current cost structures. What I'm saying is you need to analyze your cost structures and identify areas in which you can save costs. Let's look at the key points on cost savings. And I'm going to be looking at this using two buckets. The first will be the types of cost savings, and the next will be the ways to achieve cost savings. Let's look at the various types of cost savings. The first is on substitution. As a business, you should think about what you can do or what you can use instead, or what you can do differently. So when exploring the different types of cost savings, you should think about it that are there substitutes or are there alternatives that we can use in place of the current item that we are using. The next is on combination. Can you combine processes? For instance, you do trainings regularly. Can we do virtual and physical? Can you also combine inputs to help you achieve your product components? What are the things you can do with respect to combination? Let's look at adaptation. Cost savings can be implemented or achieved by looking at what your competitors are doing and then see how you can implement it in your business. Let's look at modification. What are the policies that you need to modify to help you to become more efficient? And then look at repurpose. Are there things that you are doing that you can cut, or things that you can do to help you generate more income? These are ways in which you can think about cost savings in your organization. Finally, let us look at the ways to achieve cost savings. Let's look at what you can do without as a business. The question here is there anything you are currently doing that you can do without? Are there discretionary costs that comes to your mind? What are those things that are not directly linked to your organizational capabilities, that you can do without, basically? Let's take it a step further and look at what you can do better. The focus here is really around simplifying your process and looking at business process improvements. And this also ties to what we spoke about when we looked at modification. What are those policies internally that you need to modify? Are there also things that you need to do less of? You need to identify those things. You need to look at what you can do differently. If you must do this, if you must carry out a task, can it be done differently? One thing that I always push for, particularly with my team members, especially on projects, is that you need to always think outside the box. Are there better ways to do this? Are there better ways in which we can be more efficient? Are there better ways in which we can serve our clients better? All this would help you to identify cheaper means, but at the same time help you create value for your customers. I hope this information has been very helpful. I hope you have gained one or two things with respect to cost savings. I also implore you that at the end of every quarter or at the end of every year, ensure that you identify areas in which you've saved costs and how it has impacted your business. Thank you so much for your time. Thank you for listening, and do have a great one.